Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have my top 10 go-tos for this time of year. I have been loving these fragrances. I can't get enough of them, and I just wanted to share my favorites with you. My favorites of the moment. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I am Velma. On my channel, I primarily cover and review fragrances, but I have started some vlogging that I plan to upload, lifestyle, and a few unboxing and shopping experiences. So if that is something that you are interested in, subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. That will help my channel to grow. That will help me and allow me to put more content out for my viewers. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for all of your support. Hopefully I can be a little bit more regular on my uploads now that the beginning of the year has started. As many of you know, I am an educator, and so it has been quite the busy month so far. So now that we are settled in, now that the school year has begun, hopefully I can be on here a little more frequently. So I appreciate all of your support. Let's go ahead and get started in my favorites that I have been loving so far this month. All right, the first one I have for you is by Dolce Gabbana. This is Love is Love. This is a flanker of the original light blue. And it is a light, very airy type of mild type fragrance. And when I say mild, it is just very lightweight. It is not cloying to the skin. It is something that is going to be perfect for those hotter months. And in Texas, where I live, definitely still having the 90s, upper 90s in temperature. And so this light, sweet, and fruity fragrance is perfect for me at this time of year. So if you are living in those areas where it is a hotter climate, definitely look for Love is Love by Dolce Gabbana. It's like I said, this one here is fruity, it's sweet, it has a little bit of vanilla, a citrus to it, and it's just very fresh. It's almost like out of the shower type freshness. I have used this fragrance multiple times as I've gotten out of the shower in the evening. Maybe if it's just a stay at home kind of evening for us and we are not doing anything special. It's not anything that we have planned. Maybe some movie night. It's just something that is going to give you a beautiful scent, a feel-good type of moment for you, and it's just very light. This is a love for many for spring and summertime, and it has a little bit of a red berry, still has that apple, green apple note to it that you get from the original light blue or even the light blue intense. But what I love about this is the creaminess. There's an ice cream note and a musk and whipped cream note to it that just allows it to be a little bit lighter and a little bit creamier on the skin. This is Light Blue, Love is Love by Dolce Gabbana. The next fragrance that I've been really going to and loving in the moment is by Victor and Roth. And this here is Ruby Orchid Flower Bomb. I don't know if you can see, I do have a smaller bottle in this one. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to really enjoy this fragrance. I wanted to give it a try. I wasn't ready to invest my money in a larger bottle. So I thought, you know what, I really love Flower Bomb, the original. I want to test out this flanker and see what it's like. And so I got the 1.7 ounce. I'm halfway down on this bottle. I'm enjoying it. It's very nice. It's very, it's a little gourmand in the fruitiness to it. When I say gourmand, it has this vanillic and it's also creamy. aspect to it. It is sweet, but yet powdery. It's very feminine. It's very flirty. It's a little seductive, but it's great for daytime or nighttime. You can actually take this one, I think, on a romantic type date setting, but I have used it for daytime. I have used it for night. It's very versatile. That is a gorgeous fragrance, and it is Ruby Orchid by Viktor and Roth. The next one that is new to my collection, I had it in a travel size, but I had not purchased a full bottle until recently. This was an excellent steal. I found it super inexpensive, and this is Mon Paris by YSL. And this fragrance came out in 2016. So many of you, I'm sure, have experienced this fragrance before, but those of you who haven't, this bottle is just gorgeous. The juice is a pretty pink color, and it's got this cute little black bow to it with a little emblem of the YSL. What I love about this fragrance, it is a well done white floral fresh fragrance. I love that it has that light patchouli scent to it as well. The note for patchouli can run heavy on people. And so when you're thinking of your notes that you love, when you're thinking of fragrances that you actually enjoy most, I always recommend that you look at the notes when you're purchasing your fragrances. Before you go into the store, before you visit the counter, take a look at their website. Take a look at the fragrances, and it'll list the different notes that are on part of the description, right? And so if you know that you love patchouli or that you love white floral, it'll help you to make that decision as to whether you want to purchase a fragrance or not, or try it out to begin with. For me, as you know, I'm a blind buyer. I actually enjoy the experience. I actually enjoy the mystery behind each fragrance that arrives at my doorstep. And so for me, this is just something that I truly enjoy. It is a little hobby of mine. I have my collections, and I actually just enjoy the surprise of it all. All right, so for this one, it is also fruity, and it's sweet. It's fresh. It has that floral, white floral, and I believe there's also rose in this. Let's go ahead and check the notes on this one, because I know this one had a few, and when I say I have a few florals, it has quite a few florals that I won't be able to remember all of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, in the top notes, you have strawberry, raspberry, pear, orange, tangerine, Calabrian bergamot, and cologne. Then in the middle notes, you have peony, jasmine sandback, Chinese jasmine, datura, orange blossom. All of those white florals, and then a hint of that pink floral in there. Oh, it's so luscious. And in the base notes, you have Indonesian patchouli, leaf patchouli, white musk, vanilla, and ambroxan, moss, and cedar. And for some, I've heard mixed reviews on this one. For some, they feel like it's a little bit more mature. It's a little bit more for an older woman. I don't see fragrances that way. For me, to each his own, and there's people of all ages, walks of life, different dynamics, and I just feel like it is very subjective. Fragrances are one that you are going to love based on your body chemistry, based on your own personal experiences, maybe even some background experiences or memories from the past that will bring on some positive aspects to it. I'm telling you, for me, I love Mon Paris. I do, and which is why I decided when I first purchased this, I purchased it in a travel size. And I ended up getting the full bottle because I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it that much. Now, for some of you out there, it may not be your cup of tea, but that's why we are all here, to talk about our different experiences, to comment about which ones we love and which ones we don't like. And it is okay to disagree with that. Strawberry, raspberry, jasmine sambac, and that Indonesian patchouli. Just do it for me. To me, this is sexy. This is playful. This is so feminine. Mon Paris by YSL. The next one that I am loving in my collection is a newer one to me. I'm going to check to see when this came out, because I want to say it came out in 2022, but I could be wrong. No, it was launched in 2022. Okay. Now, I've only had this a couple of weeks. Take a look at the dent I have put in it. And I apologize if there's fingerprints all over it. Oh my gosh, that is my pet peeve, and I can't believe I'm doing it to y'all. Yes, it's a pet peeve of mine when I'm watching some videos, that if somebody is presenting a bottle and it has fingerprints all over it, I'm a visual person, so that bothers me. And how dare I do that to y'all? Okay, here we go. It's a clean bottle now. All right, so Musk Noir Rose for Her by Narciso Rodriguez. This one here is an amber floral, and it is musky, it is seductive, it is, there is a depth to this fragrance that I cannot describe. And when I first unboxed this recently in my video, I was on the fence and I didn't know this one was going to stay. I really didn't. I was not wowed by it. I was just kind of like, what's that emoji? The about it. It really was for me. I was just like, okay, it's nice. It's pleasant, but it's not, it doesn't have the wow factor. It doesn't have to where, you know what, in my collection may not be big for most, but 100 is pretty large for this teacher right here. So when I'm thinking of, if I'm gonna add something to my collection, I really have to enjoy it. And for it to stay, it's gotta be one that is really gonna impress me. And when I first unboxed this, I was not impressed. I mean, I wasn't wowed. Sure, like I said, it was pleasant. Sure, it was okay. But like I've said in many other videos, or just having conversation with friends, you have to try it on your skin. I remember going back to the counter, and you know, and back in my days when I was at the counter working at a department store here in San Antonio, Texas, I actually would tell my customers, look, don't decide right here and now. Wear it, walk around. Back then we were in a mall. And those of you who are still experiencing shopping in a mall, you know what I'm talking about. Try it on in the department store, take it around, wear it for at least a half hour, if not longer, and tell me what you think. Now, for some of them, they're like me. It's like, no, I know what I want. I trust what you say. Just give it to me, and I know it's going to work out for me. Okay, so for this one, I was on the fence. I wasn't quite sure. I didn't know it was going to stay. I didn't understand all the hype on YouTube. I didn't understand all the hype in the articles that I've read. I didn't get it. And then I wore it. And then I wore it again. And then I wore it again. And I couldn't stop. No joke. For the last 2 weeks straight, this has been my scent of the day. I even put up a janked up picture on my Instagram, and I say janked up because, you know, Instagram is all visual. It's got to be perfect lighting. You've got to get the perfect setting, et cetera, et cetera. Well, it was late and I haven't been posting on Instagram, and shame on me, but hey, I'm tired. I'm a full-time working teacher. YouTube is my passion on the side, but of course my job comes first. So I put a picture anyway, because this is what I've been wearing. Literally, and I hate that word. I hate when people use that word too often. But this is, seriously, It has been my fragrance for the last 2 weeks straight. I wear it morning, I wear it at night. And let me tell you, for another teacher to compliment you on your fragrance, it's got to be good. Because we have morning duty, we have recess duty, and we're not always smelling the fresh of the fresh at the end of the day. And for my colleagues to compliment me on my fragrance, you know it must be good. I know you teachers are feeling me out there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We've got our survival kit. We know. Okay, so back to the fragrance. Musk Noir Rose by Narciso Rodriguez for her is musky. It has vanilla. It's fruity. It's powdery. It's floral. It has tuberose. And it has a little bit of an animalic base to it. This is signature scent. You can wear it. Now, it's primarily supposed to be worn in those colder type climates. I've worn it on the hottest days of the days. I just loved it so much. It didn't matter to me. And I didn't feel like it was overwhelming. And I didn't feel like it was headache inducing. So, loved it. Okay, in the notes, you have plum, pink pepper, and bergamot, musk, rose, and tuberose. In the base notes, you have vanilla. So, Narciso Rodriguez for her, Musk Noir Rose. One of my all-time favorites as of now. All right, that's my fourth one. I've got 6 more to go. So stay with me, I promise. Stay with me to the end because I am going to deliver the best fragrances you want to know about. I'm telling you, they're long wearing, they project. They have that longevity that you want and that presence about you being there. Compliment getters, so don't go anywhere. The next one, of course it has to be on my list. Of course it has to be one of my go-tos. This is Valentino, Born in Roma. If this is not a favorite of yours, I don't know if we can be friends. You know I'm joking. Okay, but it's true. Like, who doesn't? And if you don't like this fragrance, comment below. Tell me why. Just tell me why. I would love and respect your own opinion on this for sure. And we can agree to disagree. Valentino, Donna, Born in Roma, is signature scent for me, for my daughters. We love it. It's a staple in our house. You've seen me show. We've got our big bottle. We've got our cute little travel size, and we share because my daughters are younger. We kind of stay in the same hotel area when we're out, and we will steal and we will swipe. So we've got both sizes there for us to enjoy this fragrance. Recently, we took a trip to Tulum, and we were in each other's rooms going, oh my gosh, I've already worn this fragrance. I've already worn that fragrance. What do you have? Did you bring? And we did, and we were okay. So we were sharing. And Sophia, so sweet, our little friend Sophia, she also had some Zara fragrances, and she's like, Miss Velma, you've got to get your hands on some Zara fragrances. So Sophia, I haven't forgotten you yet. I will definitely take a look at Zara fragrances because I don't have any. We don't have any in our collection. I know people are like going, what? Okay, Valentino, Donna, Born in Roma is woody, it's vanillic, it's still fruity, but it has more of a warmer, powdery, richer fragrance to it. It just is deeper and it is just warmer. Have I worn it during the daytime? Sure, of course I do. Now, at night, in the hotter months, this is when I'm going to wear this. I'm going to wear this during the hotter months at night. If I'm going out, if I'm going to dinner in the evening, where it's an outdoor patio type experience. Yes. When it's fall and winter, I could wear this at any time of day and it would just be absolutely stunning because I think it works better in milder climates, milder temperatures. But I love it year round. I wear it year round. We love it in our family. Can't get enough of Valentino, Donna, Born in Roma. The next one is new to my collection. I recently put it on a haul. It was on my July tray maybe, or maybe it was just a haul. Okay, I don't know. Girl of Now Forever by Ellie Saab. I am loving this fragrance. Super cute bottle. Love the heavy weighted bottle. Classy cap. Gorgeous little floral aspect and detailing to it. I like to see just gorgeous bottles in my collection on display. It matters to me. And this fragrance is just fruity. It's sweet. It has a little bit of a nutty, powdery vibe to it. It is creamy. And it does have, in that nutty, it's almost like, I don't think it's like pistachio. I think it's more of an almond nutty to it. But it is beautiful. And it does have a slight rose. A slight rose to it. And it is gorgeous. This, I don't know what I was doing not having this in my collection for such a long time. But it is one that I'm loving now. It's one that I will never be without. This is definitely backup bottle worthy for me. And it is signature scent. For those of you who think that you can't wear this in the winter time, I think you can. I would just probably wear it more so during the daytime than you would in the evening. This is beautiful. Okay, in the notes, and this is just to help you understand whether you would care for this fragrance or not. It has raspberry and lemon peel in the top notes. In the middle notes, you have almond, okay, almond, black currant, rose and orange blossom, vanilla patchouli, casmirin, and musk. Okay, I love Ellie Saab fragrances. They're high quality. They put out such beautiful fragrances that have longevity to it. I can put this on my body and smell me the next day. Let's say I go to bed with it and I wake up the next morning, I can still smell it. If I'm gonna put it on my clothes, it's gonna stay with me even longer. So that's Girl of Now Forever by Ellie Saab. The next one that I have been loving, as always, it's classic. I will never be without this fragrance in my collection. This is, I've got my together and I'm feminine and I know exactly what I want. This is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. She's citrus, woody. She has patchouli and a sweet white and yellow floral. Now, this one is a little bit spicy. So during the summer months, I don't usually wear this during the day. This would be one that I would wear more in the evening if I was going out to a late night dinner, out on the patio. Even if I had a date night in with my husband, it would be one that I would want to have for more of a romantic experience, more of an evening, intimate type setting. It is a love, and it will never be out of my collection. That is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. All right. The next one is another one that I love all year long. And this is Olympia by Paco Rabanne. Olympia by Paco Rabanne is a fragrance that is universal in that it can be worn day, night, and any time of year. This is elegant. This is creamy. This is sultry and seductive, but not mature and not juvenile. This is just a perfect blend of classiness, sophistication, and it's just a gorgeous blend. This is mood shifting, mood lifting. It's sexy. One of my favorites. I mean, you can tell this poor bottle has been through it and I can't get it clean enough. Oh my goodness. May need to get another one, but you can see the dent that I have put in here. This is Olympia by Coco Mademoiselle. Let's go ahead and talk about the notes for my friends out there. In the top notes, you have water jasmine, green mandarin, and ginger flower. In the middle notes, you have vanilla and salt. There is a salty aspect to this that I love. It just cuts the sweetness. It really does. And it's a perfect blend. And when I say, I know I use that word a lot, but it really is. And coming from a recovering perfectionist, I give credit when credit is due. This is one of those perfect fragrances. And in the base notes, it's ambergris. So hard to get, and yet this is so cost effective. Cashmere wood and sandalwood. That is Olympia by Coco Mademoiselle. All right, stay with me. I'm not done yet. I know this is a long video, but I promise you it is worth the time. It is worth the time. This is a signature scent fragrance. It can be used any time of day, any time of year. And this one, you've heard me talk about it. This is La Nuit Tresor Nude by Lancôme. This is vanillic, coconutty, sweet, light rose, tropical, powdery. And this bottle, look how sweet and beautiful that is. So gorgeous. I recommend this to a few of my family members recently, and I hope they love this as much as I do. This is so pleasant. This is feminine. This is sweet, but tropical, and it has a like tonic, milky type vibe to it. I love the tropical part of this. It really has this nice, fruity, yet creamy aspect. And my husband tells me, you describe a lot of fragrances as creamy. I can't help it. Those are the fragrances that I like. I don't like sharp and tart. I don't. You'll see. Oh, and I love Hermes, right? But this bottle is full. Why? Because this is sharp and tart. It's just not something that I really find myself enjoying on my skin. May be beautiful on someone else's, just on mine it's not. So when I describe this to you, it is. It's creamy, it's beautiful, but it's still so wonderfully blended. This has bergamot in the top note, rose in the middle note, vanilla and coconut in the base note. And this is La Nuit Tresor Nude. Can't wait. Y'all know, I'm supposed to be on this buying freeze, but I haven't gotten the other flankers. I'm gonna get them. Oops, I said that. Yeah, sorry. All right, and the last one that I've been enjoying recently is a fresh and fruity floral that is aquatic and rose, but tropical. And this is Donna La Rose. I am a Perfumes de Marly girl. I am. I love Parfum de Marly fragrances. I love them for my husband. They're long wearing. They project beautifully. And this one is it's a gorgeous rose fragrance. It's a modern rose. I just love it. If you haven't tried it, it is a little bit pricier. So give it a try in a vial. You can try it out before you buy to see if it's something you're really going to enjoy. But I do. This has lychee. It has bergamot. It has pear. It has rose, Turkish rose, peony. And then it has woodiness and muskiness at the dry down. Beautiful Donna La Rose by Parfums de Marly. All right, everyone. Thank you for staying with me in this longer video. I know it took me a while to get through that, but as you can see, it is a love. These are loves of mine, and I just wanted to share them with you. All right. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to do that for me in support of what I do. Give this video a thumbs up. I will see you back, everyone, in the next one. Remember, with love, we can accomplish anything. All right. Peace. Bye, everyone.